and look at a designated area and doing some work. So Land and Shores is already doing something. For 2 years we've been moving forward with a community-driven initiative unlike any in Ontario. So we have established successful partnerships, and we have the players in place, and what we really need is your commitment. Okay. I'll turn it over to Karen.
So I am Karen Alexander. I'm the Outreach and Education Coordinator with the Coastal Center. I'm here today on behalf of the Coastal Center. We take an ecological approach to coastal management. So we like to kind of zoom out and look at the ecosystem as a whole. And so Phragmites came into the picture in the early 2000s, established on the shorelines, and we took immediate concern to the issue because of its prolific ability to interact or cause negative impacts to coastal ecology. So we've been working with Nancy and the Phragmites working group and helping them out the best we can. So the center is, involved in research, education, and outreach initiatives. So Phragmites is just one of the things that we actually are concerned with. But Phragmites, since we've been working with Phragmites, we've been involved with other municipalities along the shoreline, and we've developed successful management programs in Saugeen Shores, Huron-Kinloss, and we're starting to get the ball rolling for Kincardine. We did a mapping project from Point Clark to McGregor Point, or Provincial Park. 2011 was my mapping project from Tobermory to Sarnia, and this is focusing on the shoreline. So we're trying to get an understanding of what the problem actually is, how large of an issue we're dealing with. We've been ongoing assistance to the Land and Shores community group. We're working with the Ontario Phragmites working group. We've done some education and outreach in Land and Shores thus far. We had a display at the Kettle Point Species at Risk project, and we were one of the presenters at the information session in Bedford. So we are, already having a pretty good foothold in what's going on here. The problem, this map here is the results of my shoreline study. So I was really, is it there, is it not there? It's kind of a mapping strategy. So the problem is that I couldn't access a lot of the shoreline areas, and I really was focused just on the shoreline, and we all know that it's coming and it's establishing inland as well. So there's gaps to this mapping. But that leads me into the first issue that the Coastal Center sees in Land and Shores, as the number of impacted landowners is quite high. So but we need to engage every landowner in order for this to be a comprehensive plan. And that's something the Coastal Center can't do without municipal support or the Phragmites group. So current issue number 2 is people have been working with the best management practices. They've been trying to bring this under control with the M&R's guide that was published a few years ago. This is tarping, trying to work with the tarp. This is a boardwalk laid through the Phragmites to try to gain access back to the shoreline. And this, swim at your own risk. There isn't even anywhere to swim. People are losing their access to the shoreline, and what's happening is people are getting desperate, and they're doing illegal and destructive activities that are causing ecological harm to the shoreline. This is a huge concern to the Coastal Center, and we're here to help and bring this under control. This land actually was illegally sprayed, and this is not something that we want to see occurring over and over. It's, you get a landowner getting this under control, and the landowner next door is, okay, I'm not going to do anything illegal, but now I'm stuck with this Phragmites. The other issue with having people do this type of stuff is you're causing local resistance to some of the things that we could come in and do responsibly. The last issue I'd like to address is the sporadic education and awareness. The Phragmites working group in the community is doing a great job engaging as many people as they can, but it is sporadic. We're only reaching so many people. So we need to bring the level of awareness up to something more equal across the whole municipality. So this is, again, people accessing the shoreline by any means that they can. And vehicle use on the shoreline is one of the things we'd like to see completely stopped. For the Lake Huron, there's issues with that. But this is a major spread vector for Phragmites. So if we're going to go after the Phragmites, we have to stop the vehicles on the shoreline as well. So the result is you end up with loss of shoreline access for all the people living on the shore. You have property values have the potential to drop significantly. You have tourism is negatively impacted when you can't access the shore. You don't have the draw or the pull for people to come and visit this area. Control efforts are becoming inefficient and ineffective. So where people are attempting, it may be locally successful, but it's not hitting the big picture. And you are seeing an increase in activities that spread Phragmites, and they are persistent. They're just going to keep happening if the education isn't there. And the ultimate result is the impact to Lake Huron coastal ecosystems and the ecology of the shore. And the cost to restore this problem increase daily. So it's of the utmost importance to put some action on this. So it needs to be a community approach. We need the municipality. You have access to mapping details that we just cannot access. You have access to communicate and coordinate a community approach with the tax rolls and the mailing lists that we aren't legally allowed to access. There's a financial support from the municipality that can help prepare a management strategy that then can be implemented and used with Nancy and her group to have a plan and a strategy to move forward. And you also have the ability to implement a long-term control plan that would definitely bring this under control. So in your package, we laid out several options. The Coastal Center feels that option 3 is your best approach. It takes a partnership approach, collaborative, bringing all the community together, getting your experts at the table to lead the show, but also having your municipal staff involved in the process from day one. So that's it, and we'll open it to questions and discussion.
Okay. Any questions for Nancy or Karen? No. Dr. Underwood.
Yes. Okay, so we started, we're moving on. I imagine there's some sort of coordination. You say you want structure, but what's your next phase? What's your next?
The next phase, right now, we're continuing down the shoreline. We have completed the site assessments, and we've been talking to a lot of the landowners along the shoreline from west of Kettle Point down to Hillsborough Beach. And that's the next section that we would like to target. And then in addition, it would be great if we could get some work going on the ditches that are feeding into that area.
And how can we help on the educational side of things? Apart from the mailing out, is there anything we can do or make facilities available?
Your website would be a really good avenue. Getting some links up to the Coastal Center website has some good information. The Ontario Phragmites Working Group is actually putting some work into creating a kind of step-by-step, easy approach, easy access to this information. But there are links out there that we can help you get up on your website.
Right.
The tax rule education piece will be really good because it'll tell people right off the bat what not to do and what to do and how they can help.
Okay. I noticed St. Clair Conservation Authority is listed there, but Sawville Bayfield seems not there. Are you working with them or?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yes,
I
I'm
just
sorry,
wanted
that was the material that I didn't go over again because, the Sawville Bayfield Conservation Authority has been a partner, and they've been in this right from the beginning. And you're aware, we're in this not strange, but I guess we have this unusual situation where we have half of the area under the ABCA, the other half under St. Clair. And to be honest, St. Clair has been, we're trying to get them to be more engaged. They have told us that they do not have money and that they are not planning on requesting money for next year to work in Lambton Shores, but they have said that they will support us, they will provide educational sessions and information, and they have actually applied for a grant on our behalf, so they're doing what they can do right now. And we are also hoping to get them, St. Clair, to oversee the work that is being done from